Shine bright, beautiful people. It is your favorite light, EmBoogie, here with my first episode of, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I committed to myself that I would spend 15 minutes talking to you at the beginning of every week to inspire, encourage, enlighten, and just bring joy and happiness into your homes, into your cars, into your world. I am on a mission, as you guys know, to inspire millions. Yes, it sounds cute. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say on this episode of I don't know what to call it yet. And I had a lot of things presented to me by the universe, by God, by positive energy, all of these things this morning. My husband and I did a devotion this morning where we discussed love, loving others through the difficult time, loving others when you don't disagree with them. And it falls right in line with what's happening in our society today. So I thought to myself, is that what I want to talk about to my beautiful lights today? And I haven't decided yet. I was listening to a beautiful, beautiful speaker who I am drawing to every day, and I've committed to myself to listen to her every day, Miss Lisa Nichols. She has inspired me to continue to walk in my journey and to continue to do what it is I am here to do, which is to serve others. I am here to be a positive energy force to others. I am here to be a light to others. So that's what I'm doing. And she had so much on this interview that she was doing that I could discuss, but I don't think that that's where I am today, to be discussing all of these things that I feel. Do I want to talk about what's going on in the world today? What's happening with all of these riots as a cry out from the latest act of injustice? No, that's not why I'm here. Am I here to talk about what it is that I'm passionate about and want to do and all of the ideas that I've come up with this weekend? And that's not why I'm here. I am here to encourage you this morning. I am here to take the step forward to committing to myself what I am going to do, which is spend 15 minutes with you. It seems like it's going to be a long 15 minutes, and I hope you stick around for it, for whatever I am led to say. And if not, I hope this message reaches those, and I know this message will reach those who need to reach it. But I honestly feel like this is more for me today than it is actually for those of you who are listening, simply because once we commit to ourselves or say that we're going to do something, it's easy for us to give ourselves all kinds of excuses as to why we shouldn't do it. For example, right now, I'm sitting in the kitchen with a phone light that I got from Target to go on my phone to record this video. I could easily say, I don't have the office set up the way that I wanted to do this video. I don't really want to do it in the kitchen because there may be noise, or I don't have all the lighting and a fancy camera and things like that. But it's not about what we don't have. It's about what we do have and how can we utilize in the moment what we have to take a step towards what it is that we believe is for us and what it is that we believe we are to strive for. What are our goals? What are our intentions? What is our destination? Do you know what your destination is? Do you have specific goals in your life? Oh, that's on my bucket list of things to do as far as traveling. Oh, I want to read this many books in a year. Oh, I want to inspire these people. Oh, I want to give this. Oh, I want to have this amount of money in the bank. All of these things that we have set as goals and desires. But what steps are we taking to actually achieve those goals? And more importantly, What obstacles are we emphasizing in our lives that are holding us back from achieving those goals? If you want to gain 10 pounds or you want to lose 20 pounds and you have opportunity presented to you, what are you looking at that's telling you that you can't do it or it's not time for you yet? Is it your finances? Is it, let's talk about finances for a second. A lot of times we say that, oh, I can't afford that, or that's not in my budget right now, or let me go check my budget and see how I can squeeze this in. When in reality, if it's something that you truly want and truly desire, you never think about it not being in your budget or not having the finances. What do? We make a way. We ask friends and family to support whatever it is that we're trying to do, and we may not even disclose to them what we're trying to do simply because we don't want to hear the negativity or the feedback. We go to them in trust, saying, hey, I need so and so, I will pay you back, but this is for my life. And they'll give. You have the option to take out a loan. So when you're in the hospital and the doctor's telling you, you've got to do this or you're not going to live, you have that surgery that costs more than what you have in the bank, more than what you have in the savings, but you do it because you value your life that much. So why is it that we wait to value our life until we are told that our life is at the brink of ending? If we knew when our final days were, how would we live? Would we continue to make excuses for why we don't take that trip, why we don't talk to this person, why we don't go spend time with these people? Will we continue to make excuses for why we don't purchase something for ourselves that we feel we deserve or would make us happy? Why is it that we wait until we are told by a doctor per se, yes, Mr. So-and-so, yes, Mrs. So-and-so, you have 6 months to live. And then we go into a frantic panic of trying to figure out how can we prolong our life instead of living our life to the fullest as each day is our last. And I know it sounds so cliche, living as each day is your last, or you've heard it over and over again, so much so that you become numb to it. But one of the things that we talked about in the devotion this morning was love. Love is giving your best. And love is not, it's free. It's a freeing emotion. And so when we think about how to love, it's not fake. But a lot of times we do things that are fake. Every morning we wake up, if we're going out and we greet people, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? But you're not giving the best of you in that greeting. You're not giving organic love from the center and core of you in that greeting. You know why? What was revealed to me this morning when we were talking about it is because we don't view each moment of every day as a privilege. And I know that we are all in different areas of our life. We're all in different circumstances. But every circumstance that we find ourselves in is 9 times out of 10. And I'm going to say 10 times out of 10 because I'm not here to stroke or be gentle with anyone in regards to the reality of how we live our lives. But every situation we find ourselves in, 10 times out of 10 is the results of our own decision making. Yes, we can blame it on society. Yes, we can blame it on our family history. Yes, we can blame it on what our mom and dad did or where they ended up or how they raised us. Yes, we can blame it on the environment that we grew up in. But amongst all of those things, every moment of every day we make a choice. And we can choose to succumb to that, and we can choose to play the victim, and we can choose to say that I am this way because of this. When in reality, we have this God-given freedom to choose to live in the way that we were created to live. And the way that we are created to live is different for everybody. No two people are created to do the same thing, to live the same way, to sound the same way, to act the same way. But you have something that's special inside of you. And when you focus on that, then you choose your path. So I go back to say that every situation we find ourselves in is a result of our own choices. And it could be that the situations we find ourselves in are the result of choices that we didn't know would get us there. And I'm not saying that every single situation is a consequence in a negative way because of something of the choice that we made that was quote unquote wrong. I can choose to say, I'm going to be here at a certain place at a certain time. I'm going to be on time. But I chose to go left when I exited the neighborhood instead of going right, when either way can get me there. And so when I went left, there was an accident there. And now I'm late for the event or the gathering or the movie or whatever I said that I'm going to. I'm late, even though I committed to being on time, all because I made the choice to turn left and not right. So it's not that you're making bad choices per se, but we have to understand that the choices that we make is why we end up where we are. So when you go back to living a life and you're not satisfied with where you are, whether it be the way you look, whether it be how big or how small you are, whether it be the house that you live in or the apartment or the projects or the complex that you live in, whether it be the car that you're driving, the school that you go to or you send your kids to, all of these are a result of our choices. They're all a result of your choice. And so if you can take ownership of your choice and look inward, it is then that you begin to change the world outward. So in the concept of loving with your best self and giving an organic love that's not fake, even when you're talking to people that you don't know, greeting a stranger. You go to Chick-fil-A, they greet you and they tell you it's my pleasure. It could be fake, but there you have this sense of organicness that comes from it because that is the design by the company. So if you choose to live your day from a place of privilege, if you see that no matter where you are in life, without a job, but you still have a home, without food, but you still have a home, or you have a home and you don't have food, you still can find privilege in that moment. And you can look at that moment and reflect on, how did I get here? What choices did I make to get me to the point where I can't afford food right now? Get me to a point where I don't have a job right now. Yes, I know the company is letting off 1,500 people, and you just happen to be one of the people that gets terminated. What do you do now? Do you choose to continue to think about, oh my goodness, I got laid off? Or do you go seek employment? Do you go seek government assistance for unemployment in the midst of you looking for employment, in the midst of you betting on yourself and using what you were given and created to do to survive and to live fully? Because life is not about survival. It's about living. If all you're here to do is survive, then there's no point in being here. And so I just wanted to spend my 15 minutes with you this morning introducing myself. For those of you who do not know, I am Emily Burnett. I am the wife to Joseph Burnett and the mother to my precious little munchkin, Jacob Burnett, who will be 3 months old this Friday. I am a positive energy force to this world, and I was created to serve others. That's who I am. And I am here committed to myself to do just what I am meant to do. So I'm going over my time just a little bit, but I want to go back to something that I started last year. And I want to want to continue it on so that it resonates with your spirit and your soul. They are called my 5 goals. And I am going to end each video with my 5 goals. And my 5 goals are: get out of your comfort zone, gain optimism, generate opportunities, get obsessed, and give often. If you meditate on those goals and you apply those goals to your life, you will see just how fruitful your life can be. So, to my beautiful people, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for loving. I love you guys as always. Heal, live, and become.